What is up, guys? Dashing here, and we are live for CMV's 4th annual charity event here in Florida. We are, of course, going to be trying to raise as much money as we can for the American Friends of Jamaica, who are aiding the victims of Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica last month. So, yes, indeed, right around the player, you should see a donate button. So you could donate that way, or there is a timer in the chat that will post a link directly to their website every so often during the show tonight. You can donate directly to their website on your own time, and then just let us know. But indeed, we're going to kick back, we're going to enjoy some great action while trying to raise a little bit of money for a good cause. And we're getting things started, my friends, here at Trouble in Paradise with this 20-person over-the-top rope battle royal that will award the winner a shot at Ahmed's Anarchy Championship right here tonight, my friends. As we see who's going to be kicking things off, it's 1/3 of the CMV Trios champions, Tori Doyle. Obviously, in a matchup like this, you're going to want to get those later spots. And the Undisputed Elite, you got Suplex. A couple months ago, Descendants 13 won the Slick B Memorial Battle Royal, which earned the Undisputed Elite their shot at the Trios Championship. Obviously, they took that ball and ran with it. Now Tori Doyle hoping to follow up, win a Battle Royal match of her own here, maybe bring even more gold to the Undisputed Elite. Sounds like a good plan to me. Men and women going to be in this battle royal, and you know Ahmed in the back right now watching closely. Who is he going to be putting his championship on the line against later on? But obviously, guys, we got a great show overall. And we got our first donation already. $15 from Theo, the legend that you are. Thank you so much. We're trying to raise at least 100. That's the goal we've had in recent years. We've always managed to actually surpass it, so hopefully the same won't be said here tonight. Obviously, our first ever charity event was Unchained. We supported Cats and Dogs. What was that? I can't even actually... Hang on, give me a minute. My dashing brain is working in the background, trying to remember which charity that was. Hope for Pause. Hope for Pause. That was it. And then the following year, we did the Trevor Project. Was it Never Surrender or No Surrender? I believe it was No Surrender. And then last year we did After the Storm, which was actually to benefit the victims of the hurricane in the American South last year. Well, this time we're doing it for Jamaica. Thank you so much, Thea, for the first donation of the night. But here comes Tobias Jones. Drawing number 2, going to kick things off here with Tori Doyle. Got the Undisputed Elite against the Regulators. Obviously, over the top rope battle royal. No pins, no submissions. You get chucked over the top. Both your feet hit the floor. You are eliminated. Last man or woman standing. Going to try to take that Anarchy Championship from Ahmed a little bit later on. Also got the Intercontinental Championship up for grabs. Carlos Corvo and Fidera de la Rosa. Not to mention 2 big elimination tag team matches. And our main event, Falls Count Anywhere, as Troy Colt and Blake Virtue look to settle the score once and for all. But here we go. Tobias Jones. Oh, okay. Immediately a stunner. I think Tobias Jones, don't tell me he's going to get eliminated just like that. Well, Tori Doyle, I guess not finished with him. I don't know what Tobias was trying to do there. As soon as the bell rang, it looked like he was making a run for the ropes or something. But Tori Doyle put a stop to that. Luckily, Tobias able to shake it off. Lay into Doyle a little bit here. I'm sure that the regulators wouldn't mind taking a swipe at the Trios Championship. But Tobias Jones, I'm sure he would love nothing more than to get a rematch with Ahmed. Remember back at Dark Carnival, he challenged the Egyptian Dominator for the Anarchy Championship and was honestly dominated. I mean, it lived up to his name, did Ahmed, that night. So I'm sure Jones would greatly like to earn the opportunity to redeem himself right here tonight, but it's going to be easier said than done. Going to have to go pillar to post. As we get an Irish whip into the corner. Tori Doyle trying to get Tobias out of here. Up on the top rope. Teetering. Might we have our first elimination before the next person even enters? I'm not exactly sure what the time between entrances is going to be. I guess we'll find out. That seemed like it was about maybe a minute or so. Well, who's it going to be? Joining these two. As you get a beautiful springboard move. So that's JB Hayes. And the thing is, guys, Tobias Jones doing moves like that in a battle royal, not the smartest, I think, because you could easily slip and end up eliminating yourself. But JB Hayes enters next. He's going to try to take Tori Doyle out, and he does! Eliminates 1/3 of the Trios champs. Our first elimination, but JB Hayes didn't have much time to celebrate it. Immediately eats a drop kick. The former NGW champion, former protege of the possible future Shockwave general manager, Bob Luger. It does indeed seem like Luger will be making it to the next round when it comes to the race to crown a new Shockwave general manager. Obviously, we had our preliminary debates, and Luger, shockingly, if you ask me, seems to be a favorite for much of the CMV universe. Up against the ropes, not where JB Hayes wants to be, of course. Now going to be teetering. JB Hayes is a deceptively big guy. I'll try to get him out of here, but fights his way back in. Irish whip. Off the ropes. Tobias, former Intercontinental Champion. Eats that DDT, though. Who's next? Rolls out of the way to Tobias, but immediately gets taken up onto the shoulders. Nice reversal there, though, by Jones. There's Tobias. Now it's going to be Aki. Enters the matchup as Tobias, though, stays focused here on the former NGW champion. JB Hayes going to toss him right into the hands of Aki. Looking to take advantage. Forearm smash, though, keeps her at bay. Oh, gets turned around. Hayes trying to help out on the rocks. Tobias Jones hitting on the rocks. Welcome to the match, Aki. And now a Meteora. But well played by Hayes. See how he rolled underneath the bottom rope there to avoid getting eliminated. I guess Joe's just going to keep chilling up on that top rope, though. Again, you have to get thrown over the top rope. Both your feet got to hit the floor in order for you to be eliminated. Well, Aki's in a very dangerous position up on the top now. She's still going to go for it, though. Tries to hit that Cam Harris special. Oh, nice freeze and shatter vintage. JB Hayes right there, not going to let up. Staying on the attack now. Speaking of Cam Harris, I wonder what he's going to think watching our main event here tonight. Troy Culp, Late Virtue, hopefully going to settle the score once and for all in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Spiked is JB Hayes there by Tobias Jones with that Poison Rana. Who's going to enter the match next? Look how Hayes, though, fires right back. What is Aki doing? She's just in her own world since entering this matchup. Oh, man, there goes Tobias Jones, eliminated by JB Hayes. 2 eliminations now for JB Hayes as Salvage enters the Battle Royal. This is a big man, but he immediately gets taken out. Salvage going to shake it off, though. Gets right back to his feet and sent into the corner. I don't know. If I were Aki and JB Hayes, I'd probably try to work together against Salvage here. I mean, in a match like this, it's obviously going to benefit bigger men like Salvage. Just think of Joey Bacon, undefeated in Battle Royale matches. Look at this. Aki gets taken out pretty easily by Salvage. But Hayes going to take advantage. Attacks him from behind with that big old stomp. And a knee drop to follow up. Now to the ropes with the springboards, trying to keep Salvage down, but having very good luck in doing so. Trying to give him the old bitch slap right there. Salvage had none of it, gets sent into the corner. JB Hayes looking for what would be his third elimination here. Oh, pulled up into a flapjack. Let's just hope that Joey Bacon's not going to be in this match. I guess I should say, let's imagine the rest of the competitors are hoping Joey Bacon's not in this match. I don't know that he is, but I don't know everybody who's in this match. We're going to find out who's entering next. As Salvage gets dragged over to the ropes. Hayes, can he get that third elimination? It's one half of the Jovian twins. Juno going to immediately help JB Hayes, but it's still not enough. Salvage able to fight his way back into the ring. And obviously, guys, on this past episode of Octane, we saw Callie Job win that big old 8-woman elimination matchup to earn a shot at Thea's television championship. So you know Juno is hoping for some success of her own here tonight. Countered. Oh no! Juno gonna eat a power bomb right after JB Hayes did at the hands of Salvage. Well, we are in Florida. I imagine Joey Bacon's probably been spending the last few days hitting up all the local Cuban joints, you know. Little Cuba, devastated by the arrival of Joey Bacon. Oh, what a clothesline right there by Hayes, the MVP of this Battle Royal so far. 2 eliminations. Gonna send Juno right off the ropes, nails her between the eyes with that big old kick. I'm going to try to take her out, and he does! 3 eliminations for JB Hayes, and unfortunately it won't be a clean sweep for the Jovian twins this week. 3 eliminations now for JB Hayes. Juno Job is eliminated. Who's going to take her place in this match? Tiger Brown, the former RWN champion. Obviously lost that championship to Jacob Wells back at Battle Scars 11. He's going to be immediately dragged into the corner by Salvage. Tiger Brown going to bounce back after that defeat. As quickly as Pure Excellence rise. Oh my God, well, hello, immediately he takes out Salvage. Yeets him over the top rope. What an elimination there. As I was saying, as quickly as Pure Excellence arrived here in CMV and rose to the top, they've been struggling these last couple months, losing all of their championship gold here in CMV. Oh, what a super kick. I immediately want to see a one-on-one match between these two men. Just from the brief 15 seconds or so we've seen them mixing it up here in this Battle Royal. JB Hayes going to mock Tiger Brown. He's feeling good about himself right now. He has reason to, but hopefully he doesn't get ahead of himself. We still have a fair amount of competitors to enter this Battle Royal. I think we've only seen 6 or 7 so far. Tiger Brown could be out. He's trying to hang on for dear life. Hayes looking for a 4th elimination. But Tiger Brown fights his way back into the ring. And immediately an Irish whip off the ropes. Pop-up power. Oh, for a backbreaker. I thought he was going for a power slam. Pulled the rug out from under me there. And it's Crimson, the former Intercontinental Champion, who has called out Ahmed a couple of times over the last few weeks. He's not the only one, though. Many have. Oh, and immediately Memento Mori to Tiger Brown. You know, many are favoriting Crimson to win this whole thing, and for good reason. He's going to take out Tiger Brown, and he does! Tiger Brown's eliminated. Crimson wasting no time, getting his hands dirty here. Almost the side of that by Hayes. Freeze and shatter to the Collector. Might he end up having a short night here in Florida? I think so. JB Hayes looking to score a 4th elimination. What is he doing? Hayes! Wait a second. JB Hayes trailing his inner Bloody Brit for a super revenge. Crimson is out of it. JB Hayes looking to score an upset elimination here. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, big driver. I guess he thinks it's gonna take more than that to get Crimson out of here. Who's gonna enter next? Oh no, Crimson! Crimson's out! No! Wow, talk about skinning the cat. What a save that was. And yes! One half of the White Boys. It's Nathan entering this battle royal. He's going to watch as JB Hayes tries to eliminate Crimson to no avail. Oh, and immediately eats that super kick, and Crimson going to feast on the scraps, eliminating JB Hayes. You got to be kidding me. Crimson stealing the elimination there, but I don't think Nathan really seems to mind all that much. Well, that's already 2 eliminations now for Crimson, who's only been in the match a few minutes, and ending the incredible run of JB Hayes. 3 eliminations for Hayes. Nathan White scoring a win this past episode of Shockwave over Diamanta. And he has spent all week long bragging about it, even to his tag team partner, his half-brother, Michael White. And now hoping to earn a shot at the Anarchy Championship, but not if Crimson has anything to say about it. Jawbreaker there, though. Now, I was thinking we're down here in Florida. Nathan might get a bit of a tan, but I guess not. The Great Nate. Gonna eat that butterfly neck breaker, courtesy of the Collector. Irish whip now over the top, and thanks for coming, Nathan. 3 eliminations for the Collector, and he's loving it. Who's coming out next? Oh, Crimson better be ready. He's got 3 eliminations under his belt, but it's the debut of Ellis Sky here at Trouble in Paradise. And what a debut it would be if he could secure the win, potentially become Anarchy Champion his first night on the job. But his problem is that he's in that ring with Crimson, who's on a hell of a run right now. Elbows to the midsection. Gonna back Ellis Sky up. And Crimson, of course, who has a notable disdain for rookies, for newcomers, hits that memento mori. Welcome to CMV, says Crimson to Ellis Sky. Thank you so much for coming. Gonna try to eliminate him, but Ellis Sky gets back into the ring before Crimson can strike. And now Ellis Sky gonna put him up against throw super kick. You gotta be kidding me! Ellis Sky has eliminated Crimson. Crimson can't believe it. He's fuming. Eliminated by a rookie. 3 eliminations for Crimson, but Ellis Sky tells him to kick rocks. And Crimson is livid. But not too much time to celebrate. Here comes Diamanta. Well, I'm sure Diamanta would have loved to get hands on Crimson again, but Ellis Sky making sure that did not happen. Now Diamanta with an elbow to the side of the head. Elbows though to the gut as Ellis Sky. Already I'm a fan of this young kid. Finally shutting up Crimson for once. Well, at least momentarily. Big teardrop suplex. Diamanta been real amped up the last couple of days for this match. His opportunity to become a champion here in CMV. Powerbomb to Ellis Sky. And followed up with a leg drop. That was a real slick combination there. Not stopping either. Adam Valentine style pop-up cutter. And Sky doesn't know what's hit him. Spinning back fist just as Ellis makes an attempt to fight back and gets sent into the corner. More of a cautious approach here, but Diamanta top of the field. As he's got Ellis Sky trapped here in the corner. Hey, I don't blame him. What a nice elbow to the top of that Ellis Sky. Now has Diamante by the back of the neck, walking him over the ropes. Diamante says, I want none of that business, thank you very much. As we await the next competitor to enter this matchup. Oh, bow tie backbreaker. And it's Jackie Storm is back. We've not seen Jackie Storm in a hot minute, few months here in CMV. She's going to immediately try to hit a pile driver on Diamante, but he's able to stop that from happening, luckily. Elbows to the midsection here by Storm, who debuted at the end of last season alongside Dallas Cole. Obviously, Dallas Cole, our Miss Magnificent 8. But Jackie Storm looking for her own success here tonight at Trouble in Paradise. Diamante will try for another power bomb, but Jackie Storm catches him off guard, and he's not able to avoid that pile driver forever. Of the package variety, gonna send Diamante out onto the apron. Now from Brett's rope, Jackie Storm stalking Ellis Sky, looking for a drop kick, but Sky able to sidestep her. Diamante's back up to his feet, as Jackie Storm's return might be rather short-lived. Gets herself back into the ring, immediately gets clocked with that spinning back fist by Diamante. Someone else about to make their way down to the ring. Ellis Sky off the ropes. This Ellis Sky reminds me a lot of Dante Tatum, and that is a compliment of the highest regard. Not even just looks-wise, but what we've seen from so far, but unfortunately, his debut reaches its end here at Trouble in Paradise. Ellis Sky eliminated by Jackie Storm. Now here comes Mike Magnum Maxwell, and friendship is out the window as he goes right after Diamante, who he tagged with a few weeks ago on Shockwave to defeat the team of Crimson and Leon Valente. Look how Diamante not going to lift a finger to try to help him out there. Mike Magnum Maxwell especially feeling himself meeting of the mind. Nice counter by Diamante, as it looked like Mike Magnum Maxwell and Jackie Storm are going to try to double team him. I guess why not try to work together to eliminate Diamante and leave it down to the two of them, at least for a moment. Oh, Mike Magnum Maxwell connecting with that back elbow, hitting both Diamante and Storm, but not completely taking either of them down. I was about to say a moment ago, though, Mike Magnum Maxwell feeling especially good about himself right now after that win this past episode of Shockwave over Ahmed. So Maxwell knows if he can win this battle royal, if he can get that shot at Ahmed later tonight, he knows for a fact he can defeat Ahmed. He could leave here tonight as new Anarchy champion. Jackie Storm just got absolutely planted with that Goomba stomp. As Diamante, not gonna like this. And it's Haruki Hattori, the Japanese legend, enters the Battle Royal here at Trouble in Paradise. Just had his debut a couple weeks ago on Octane, a successful one against Luis Archer of the Vice City Saints, but look at this past episode of Octane, we saw him once again attempt to take Lorenzo Alexander under his wing after Alexander, I'd say rather rudely, shut him down a few weeks prior, but Diamante is out of it. No! Wow. Talk about by the skin of your teeth. I thought for damn sure Diamante was eliminated right there. That was a crazy save. So let's take stock right now. We got Haruki Hattori, Diamante, Mike Magnum Maxwell, and Jackie Storm in this match. We still have a good few competitors to enter. And the winner earns a shot at Ahmed's Anarchy Championship. Another elimination for Jackie Storm. Diamante is out of here. Mike Magnum Maxwell seems a little bit pissed off. Maybe he wanted to be the one to take out Diamante. I don't know. He was trying to. Haruki Hattori gets himself back into the ring. And it's going to be, I believe, S.J. Ray. Yes, it is, of the Media Outcasts. Entering next. We saw Rebecca Starr was a part of that big old 8-woman elimination match. This past episode of Octane was obviously not successful. Callie Jove, the new #1 contender for Thea's Television Championship, but S.J. Ray hoping for a different outcome here at Trouble in Paradise. Not a exactly great start for her, though. Immediately underneath that bottom rope, going to try to take out Jackie Storm, but is saved by Haruki Hattori with that vintage fisherman's driver of his that terrorized Japan for decades. Now where's he taking Storm? Gonna try to sully her return to CMV. And he does! And then gonna help out, well, tries to. Trying to double team the only woman left in the match right now. A little bit dirty. A little bit sus. Oh! Time to make a donation to the Break Your Neck Foundation. Almost gets taken out by Mike Magnum Maxwell, who obviously has some respect for the Japanese legend. Unlike a certain Lorenzo Alexander, I would say. Speaking of making a donation, though, if you guys want to donate to the American Friends of Jamaica, you could do so by pressing the button. Should be somewhere around the video player or going directly to the website. ! charity in chat. We'll give you a link. And it's Alex Young making his return to CMV, but not a warm welcome. Mike Magnum Maxwell with that bridging reverse package powerbomb. Very Brett Angel-esque. I like how he just shrugged it off. Immediately got back up to his feet. Yeah, we've not seen Alex Young, though, since the start of this season. He had a good few matches under his belt. We didn't get to see too much from him before he decided to take off for a bit. But I see during his off time, he has gotten a lot bigger. This kid has bulked up. He is thick. And he just dropped Mike Magnum Maxwell on top of his head. Now looking to eliminate him. A little bit too late, though. Triple M able to get back into the ring. Still in trouble. And he gets taken out by Alex Young in the end anyway. So right now we've got Haruki Hattori, S.J. Ray, and Alex Young. Who is going to enter the match next? Still moving fast, though, despite putting on this extra weight, I see. German suplex by Hattori. As S.J. Ray hopes for some refuge, it's Nomi! Nomi Matsumoto! Tiny but mighty. Going right after Haruki Hattori. Obviously, it's a big night for the Hive Mind. We'll see Madison Reyes and B. Barrett teaming with Sarah Miller and question mark later on tonight, but well, we'll get more into that later on. Matsumoto takes out. No, she doesn't. My goodness, what a close call that was right there. And Haruki not going to hold back. Oh, Alex Young trying to score his second elimination here. Nomi Matsumoto gets drilled with that fisherman's driver. Now he's going after Alex Young. Big old kick there from S.J. Ray. And a twist of fate. Welcome back to CMV, Alex Young. Ray gonna grab him. Oh, look at this team up. S.J. Ray and Nomi Matsumoto working together to take out the much bigger Alex Young. And it's effective. Well, that team up doesn't last too long, though. Haruki Hattori trying to eliminate Alex Young as Nomi Matsumoto tries to eliminate S.J. Ray. Oh, well, this matchup is about to get shaken up considerably. Jeremy Barmore enters this battle royal. Big old bad Barmore instantly trying to put SJ right through the dang canvas with that slam. My word. Yeah, thanks for coming, SJ. See you next time. Immediately, Jeremy Barmore cleans house. Haruki Atoni takes out Alex Young as Barmore just throws around Nomi. Now that is a mismatch if there ever was one. Talk about David and Goliath. Oh, and even Haruki is respectful of the sheer terror that is Jeremy Barmore. Realizing his mistake there. And dare I say, Barmore might have this one in the bag, my friends. Who's going to eliminate him? Haruki Hattori, that veteran instinct as he's big chilling. Underneath the bottom rope, Nomi kicks the bottom rope. I don't know what she has against it. Who enters next? Jeremy Barmore. Yes! The Love Machine has arrived here in Florida and at Trouble in Paradise. And obviously he and Jeremy Barmore having some big old beef over these last couple of weeks. Bernie Rose has probably been the most vocal calling out Ahmed. But he's got to earn his shot here tonight. I don't know if the ring can handle much more meat. At this point, you got to be kidding me. Bernie Rose continues to be a thorn in the side of Jeremy Barmore, eliminating the workhorse. Perhaps Bernie Rose will be the one leaving here tonight with that Anarchy Championship. You might just rename it the Championship of Love. Nomi, I appreciate the effort. Maybe not the brightest idea, but trying to powerbomb Haruki Hattori. Now he's going to show her how it's done. Uh-oh. Dropped across that top rope. Bernie Rose from behind with a German suplex. I love Nomi not backing down from these much larger men. Oh my God, speaking of much larger, 7 foot tall, 600 pounds. It's the king of the hill. It's Big Ham, Joey Bacon, who is undefeated in Battle Royal matches. Nomi Matsumoto eliminated by Bernie Rose as Big Ham takes out Haruki Hattori and now sets his sights on Bernie Rose, but the Love Machine shows no fear. DDT. And now some big punches. Might be a little too much loving going on here, even for Bernie Rose. Haruki Hattori gonna try to get between these two, which I'm sorry to say is foolish. Haruki, keep your distance. But the Japanese legend refuses to cower. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Oh, Joey Bacon failed to capture the CMV Championship at Ascendance 13. He failed to advance in the Rulers of the Ring tournament. Now it looks like he's setting his sights upon the Anarchy Championship. And I do believe this is our final three. Haruki Hattori, Bernie Rose, and Joey Bacon. One of these men will be challenging Ahmed for the Anarchy Championship later on tonight. Bernie Rose, Irish Whip. He's eliminated. We are down to two just like that. And what a clash of styles this is. Joey Bacon, Haruki Hattori. Can Hattori overcome the insurmountable, well, seemingly insurmountable odds? Treat him like some pizza dough, god damn it. Will Bacon remain undefeated in Battle Royal matches? I'm sad to say it looks like it. Oh, man. Tearing up the ribs of Haruki Hattori. Gonna send this old man back to Japan, I think. Look at Haruki. He's fought monsters before. He's going after the legs. That's a great strategy. When you're up against a much bigger opponent, try to take out their legs, eliminate their base, but Bacon is able to reverse. The fact that he can even get him in a figure four is impressive. In and of itself, and just like that, like it's nothing, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, Joey Bacon not only remains undefeated in Battle Royal matches, but God bless Ahmed. Good luck to you, sir. It's going to be Joey Bacon. This is a little overdramatic, I think. It's going to be Joey Bacon Ahmed for the Anarchy Championship later on tonight. I'll say a prayer for you, Ahmed. You're going to need it. I did see there was another donation from Theo again, Big Theo, with a $10 donation to get us up to 25. Even if it's just $1, my friends, anything obviously is going to help. A penny even. Penny might be a little bit crazy, but. And again, there should be a button right around the video player you can click to donate through Twitch, or you can do it directly through their website, which you can do !charity in the chat to get a link to. And then just let us know that you donated. But coming up next, my friends, it is our first of two huge elimination tag team matches tonight. And what an honor to be blessed with the presence of the CMV Global Champion, Kai Victory. It looks like he's recovered quite well from that arm injury he suffered a couple of weeks ago. That's nice to see. And obviously where he is, never far, is big business as they get ready to team with the SNS Connection in this one. And again, I'll say, best of luck to Ahmed later on tonight, as he'll have to defend his Anarchy Championship against the 7-foot-tall, 600-plus pound Joey Bacon, the winner of our Battle Royal. Whereas Kai Victory, guys, prepares to defend his Global Championship. Hopefully, let's hope he doesn't potentially suffer another arm injury or maybe chip his toenail, something, at the Ruler of the Ring event in London, England. Will defend that Global Championship against Tops Newsom. That matchup that was supposed to happen a few weeks ago, but obviously it did not. And thus began the Cartoon Network-esque chase around the arena. The entire Octane roster coming out to get a piece of Kai Victory. But well, as we found out this past episode of Octane, guys, Hunter Quinn, the winner of the second Global Gauntlet, earning himself a future Global Championship opportunity We'll see Hunter quit in action a little bit later on. But what a team this is. Woo! Kai Victory, Big Business, and the S&S Connection. Xander Slate and Shay Hoxton coming together to take on Top Guns, Top Susum, and Chris Diamond here in this elimination tag team matchup. 4-on-4, you're eliminated either by pin, submission, countout, or disqualification. And all 4 members of one team have to be eliminated for this one to end. Obviously, later on, we'll see Amber Young and the Uncut Gems taking on the team of Madison Reyes, B. Barrett, Sarah Miller, and who will be the replacement for Women's World Champion Alice Blake, who unfortunately could not make it here. Her flight was delayed. Such a tragedy. Well, this past episode of Shockwave, guys, we saw Top Guns pick up a huge win against the S&S Connection after a kerfuffle at ringside between Global Champion Kai Victory and Chris Diamond. Justice Stone and the RWN Champion Jacob Wells, who are eager to get even more championship gold around their waists. Last month they did call out the World Tag Team Champions, the Charm City Kings. The S&S Connection have made it clear they want one last run with the gold before they walk off into the sunset hand in hand, have a smooch on the beach. Top Guns, Tops Newsome. I'm trying to get some top. Is that too far? S&S Connection, though, trying to get under the skin of Top Gun, saying, what have you done lately? Sure, your original run here, you won the World Tag Team titles, had a hell of a run, but since you came back, you've been choking, you've been losing. Well, they didn't lose this past episode of Shockwave, that's for sure. I think maybe the S&S Connection lit a bit of a fire up under the asses of Justice Stone and Jacob Wells. Great asses they are. Well, Tops Newsome isn't exactly looking to go grab some food with his teammates after tonight. But united they will be against their common enemies here in this matchup. And obviously, Tops Newsome and Chris Diamond have been working together loosely over the past month or so against Big Business and Kai Victory. Back in Dark Carnival, we had that tag team matchup. And I'm impressed that Tops Newsome is even able to compete here tonight, that he got cleared after what happened this past episode of Octane. Not only did they get absolutely trounced by Big Business in that extinction level event, but after the match he also got beaten down 3-on-1 by the S&S Connection and Big Business. That's not going to stop the Puppet Master, evidently, and it's certainly not going to stop him from making it to the Ruler of the Ring event to get his own Global Championship match. Who knows, if Kai Victory hadn't have suffered that debilitating injury a few weeks ago, maybe Tops would be standing here right now as our global champion. Get a quick sip of my W before this one gets started. Delicious. It's got to be the tropical flavor, of course. Last but not least, every army needs its general, and none better than the golden general, Chris Diamond, who unfortunately was not able to win that global gauntlet. He was, in the end, defeated by Hunter Quinn. But that doesn't mean Chris Diamond has given up in his pursuit of becoming a 3-time global champion and becoming, once again, the global general. And continue making Kai Victory's life a living hell as long as he can. Whether that means he has to eventually take the championship from Kai Victory or Tops Newsom, depending on how things turn out at the Ruler of the Ring event. You know what they say, keep your enemies close, but your friends closer. That's what Chris Diamond's trying to do here. So it's an 8-man elimination tag team matchup. Our first of 2 this evening. Stone Cold also got Intercontinental Championship on the line. Carlos Corvo and Fidel De La Rosa. The Anarchy Championship on the line. We now know it will be Joey Bacon challenging Ahmed. And our huge main event Falls Count Anywhere. Troy Colt, Late Virtue, one final time. Let's get it started right here, right now. Kai Victory and Justice Stone will get things underway. And Victory immediately going to put Stone into the corner. Stone's having none of that, though. Rolls him up, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Wait a minute. Oh, my God. Oh, reversed it. And now Justice Stone. Oh, that was a 3. Wait a minute. 1. I feel like that was a 3. I feel like Justice Stone should be eliminated, but I digress. Oh, what a forearm to the back of the head by the global champion. His arm is looking pretty good. Elbow to the midsection by Stone. He's now going to send him into the corner with an Irish whip. Over crosses approach. He's trying for the tag to Jacob Wells. No go, though. Short arm drop kick by the Investor. He's now going to back into the corner. Lining up his shot, trying to kick that arm right off. Always is Kai Victory working toward that cross arm bar of his, or the cattle mutilation he likes to utilize. More recently, he's been favoring that pile driver, which of course is what won him the global championship at Ascendance 13. Tag into Big Business, who oh, great shot of Chris Diamond's ass right here. Love it. Cameraman, get closer. Dropping some fists. And we still don't know yet which endangered species will be going extinct after, of course, Tops Newsom failed to win the extinction level event this past Octane. But I'm sure Big Business will reveal all soon. Almost to the side of the head, Justice Stone. Wanting to get the hell out of here right now, I'm betting. Big Business. Can't even get hands on him. Now from behind. Drop down onto the knee. It will never not be impressive to me that someone like Big Business can wrestle in a pair of slacks. Makes it look good, though. A damn good pair of slacks. I don't even know where he got those from. Hitting up that DXL, I'm sure. None of Justice's attacks and are having an effect on Big Business. And that is a big problem for the team of Top Guns, Tops Newsom, and Chris Diamond. Here's the tag to the RWN champion, Jacob Wells. Just as Kai Victor gets tagged back in, trying to intimidate Wells, but Wells doesn't back down. Big lariat into the pin. 1, but Big Business, of course, looking out for his investment in the global champion, making that save there. We saw how heavily Jacob Wells was eyeing that global championship this past episode of Shockwave. Failed to become champion way back at Validation. Crazy to believe it's almost a year since that matchup, but Wells wants some more championship gold. More. Look at this team up, though. Jacob Wells and Tops Newsom with a wheelbarrow DDT. Now kicks him up into a wheelbarrow suplex. Kai wants nothing to do with Tops Newsom, though. Immediately tags into Shea Hoxton. Can't say that I blame him. Tops has the hold of Hoxton's arm. Up off the top. No pun intended, but a shusher to Kai Victory, who's no longer legal. Jay Hoxton is now. But I guess Tops just couldn't help himself there. Fair enough. And now going to hit the jackpot. I think there's a lot of Cam Harris shoutouts throughout the show so far. Well, Kai Victory, guys, is now another jackpot. Kai Victory is in trouble being counted out and disqualified here. The referee's trying to be lenient, trying to give him as much time as he can. A third jackpot. Ladies and gentlemen, a third jackpot has hit the tower. And now going to go for that pile driver. My God, Hoxton is getting his skull absolutely cracked right here by Tops Newsom, who makes the tag at Jacob Wells. Not once, not twice, but thrice it's so nice. Not for Shea Hoxton, that's for sure. Elbows to the side of the head. Hoxton now with a drop kick. Gonna turn the RWN champion inside out. Double boot stomp, but no vintage Borton combo to be had. Let's look at Hoxton now, smacks him up. Trying to beat some respect into this punk. The Hall of Famer making that tag to big business. The wealthiest man in all of wrestling. Gonna turn Jacob Wells around, get a good look at that backside before stunning him with the snake eyes. Tops is not gonna like that. And in fact, he's gonna come in to break up the pin attempt. Business tries to make him pay. Wells fixing for a tag, but Business says, I don't think so, buddy. Traps him in the corner. Makes the tag to the OG Dirty Heels. Xander Slate, big punch to the gut. And immediately Slate with that Tenka kick. No! Jacob Wells says, not so fast, but he does get caught with that gorgeous cutter. Elbow to the chest. And another, maybe a third. Oh, a little bit cheeky. And Xander Slate lifted him up to his feet. Into the corner again, makes the tag. The global champion, Kai Victory. Victory from Brett's rope with a pseudo heart attack. That leg lariat. What's Hoxton doing over there? He's just chatting up some bird in the front row. Out of the corner with another kick to the arm. Spins him around. Oh no! Woo! Figure four. What? No. No. Pulling at the leg. Very Terry Funk-esque from Kai Victory there. I thought he was going for the figure four. Round and round we go. Airplane spin. Into the pin. Oh, it nearly eliminates Wells. Jacob knows he's got to make a tag here. He's in rough shape, but he's a long way from the corner. And Kai Victory is making sure he does not go anywhere. Repeated stomps to the hand, trying to further soften him up for that cattle mutilation. Not another kick. Like a speeding bullet. Wells literally might not be able to make a tag. He doesn't have any arms to speak of. My goodness. Oh, but Kai getting ahead of himself. Premature celebration. And that allows Wells to make a tag with Justice Stone. Kick to the midsection. Tops Newsom checking on Jacob Wells at ringside. As Justice Stone is almost able to eliminate the global champion tag made to Xander Slate. Clothesline that was from the Hall of Famer. Kai Victory's got to get better at getting out of the ring faster, but he's going to get disqualified. What the hell is Slate doing here? Xander Slate gonna kick it up a notch here, saying fuck your spine to Justice Stone. Apron powerbomb right between the legs of Chris Diamond. And Justice Stone is dead to rights. But Slate isn't done, I don't think. Big boot. Some emphasis, but Jacob Wells not gonna let his boy go down like that. And Justice Stone's pissed. How dare you try and break my back? That didn't last too long. Slate right into another pin. A dirty pin. The dirtiest pin. And almost able to eliminate Justice Stone. Despite that added leverage. Justice, though, I don't need to tell you, he's in very bad shape here. Needs a tag like a fish needs water. But right now he's in the enemy corner with nowhere to go. Into the corner again. Slate with a kick to the shin. What a dick. Though still life left in Justice Stone. It is not entirely evaporated just yet. Oh, but look at that. Slate takes it right back with a DDT of his own. Justice make that tag, though. Looks like Slate's going to let it happen. Here comes Chris Diamond immediately. Makes a donation to the Break Your Neck Foundation. But Slate kicks out. Trying to get some donations here for the American Friends of Jamaica. Chris Diamond, though, always trying to bolster that Break Your Neck Foundation. Xander Slate. I like that Break Your Neck Foundation. Might have been more of a number than we thought. Oh, what a powerbomb backbreaker that was. And now the tag to Big Bad Business. Picks up Diamond. The fans don't like it. A wave of boos that was, but look at Justice. Oh, Big Business is pissed. And now Justice Stone pays the price. You always do when you're up against Big Business. Mass production. But that allows Diamond the time to get back to his feet. Oh man, no effect. That forearm smash, I think, just pissed Big Business off more than anything else. Gotta get him off his feet. That's what Diamond's doing here. Justice Stone might be dead. Vintage Diamond with a bird kick out of the corner. Referee again is trying to be as nice as he can be. Oh, there we go. Diamond gets Justice up and out of the ring before he's disqualified there. Scooped up. Running power slam. Big Business not playing with the boy. Turns him around for a back suplex. Power move after power move after power move from Big Business. Makes the tag now to Xander Slate. Gonna look to get some. Oh man! Immediately, the player's boot. Trying to cave in the skull of Diamond, but a kick out. I'd say that was a hell of a kick. Claws on off the ropes. Diamond gonna immediately make that tag to Tops Newsom. And the Puppet Master looking to tug on those strings. Slate. A little bit too focused on Diamond. But able to hit Tops Newsom with that sit-out powerbomb into the pin. But a kick out by Newsom. Diamond is still in the ring. He's got to get out of there. Scooped up is Newsom. Samoan drop. About as vintage gets from Xander Slate. Makes the tag to Big Business. looking to continue the beating from this past episode of Octane. Again, I don't know how in the hell Tops is even able to compete here tonight after what Big Business did to him on Octane. Now trying to choke him out. It's just not fair that Big Business is so goddamn big. Tag to Kai Victory. And ka-ching! What a double team effort. Tom Sousa might be out of here. One, no, Diamond breaks through to make the save. Even took out the referee in the process. So now we've got no official for the time being. It looks like Kai Victor going to make the most of the opportunity. The pile driver. Ref, get up! Get up, ref! Kai Victory knows he can't go for the... What's Hoxton up to now? Oh, the Cam Harris special, of course. But unable to try and eliminate Tom Susamir. That elbow to the back of the head from Diamond was... Oh, my God. Rocket launcher. Big Business like an elephant getting thrown at you. Where's the ref going? Tops Newsom got really lucky there. Because I feel like he probably could have gotten eliminated a couple of times over those few minutes the ref was down. Well, now goes to the pin, and ref's moving slow, though. Luck continues to be on the side of the Puppet Master. Oh, maybe not for much longer. Big Business. Looking for mass production, but Tom Newsom, he felt enough of that on Octane. An Enzu Lariat from the #1 contender. The claw! He's pulling on those strings! Tom Newsom is pulling on the strings! Big Business is in trouble. Xander Slate coming to make the save, coming to help out. Business breaks out of it. Slate, what are you doing? Referee's telling Slate to get out of here. As the tag is now made to Hoxton. The Hall of Famer looking to cut those strings. Trying to get him away from the corner, I think would be the best idea right now. He's just taunting Justice Stodo, or daring him to try to... Oh! Tops! Cobra Clutch! Cobra Clutch! Kai Victory in to make the save. Oh, what a cheap shot. Come on, ref. What's this BS now? To the outside we go. Countouts are in effect. Tops Newsom gonna eat that choke slam. Oh, come on. Not a 21 on the floor. What? Oh, I guess Shay Hoxton is being a bit cheeky. Fading a 21 attempt. Where are we going? Where are we going here? Nice camera angle. I love it. Behind the pole shot right here. We're up to a count of 9. They have until 20. And taken back into the ring at the behest of Shay Hoxton. Newsom can't have anything left here. He just needs to make a tag. But I don't think that that's going to be happening. Avoids the super 21. Headbutt. And Top says, where do you think you're going? But makes the tag. And here comes the global champion. Top's been waiting to get a piece of Kai Victory for weeks. Dragged into the corner, big right hook. Turns around to get a look at that ass. Double axe handle. And a bulldog. A little flashy for someone like Kai Victory. Dear Lord, who art thou in heaven? Another pile driver! And that's got to be the death sentence for Tops Newsom. Come on, there's no way. 1, 2. What? Cheap shot from Slate. Kai Victory with a TKO. I couldn't even think of something to tell you how Top Susan kicked out of that pile driver. But now Big Business with a bigger boot right between the eyes. Some more fists. Tops Newsom, and he can kick out all night long, but needs to turn things around, needs to make a tag. Otherwise, it won't matter in the end. What a power, but right on top of the CMV logo. It's just unreal. It's got to be pure instinct right now, keeping Tops going is all I can think of. But he's kicking out. He's staying alive, but barely out. And now, the dirty pin. Big Business. Feet on the ref. The ref doesn't see it. And Tops Newsom gets eliminated. You gotta be joking. How did the referee not see that dirty pin? But the back gives out. Big Business's back gave out. And that's the opening Chris Diamond needs. It is now 4-on-3. Tops Newsom has been eliminated. Diamond Driver! Can Diamond even it up? No, Kai Victory and Shay Hoxton coming in to make sure that doesn't happen. The Golden Generaldo knows to stay on task. And to take out Big Business, you gotta make a donation. A big donation to the Breaking Neck Foundation. 1, 2, kick out by Big Business. Unable to even things up. But Diamond, Dragon Screw. Seems like the only thing he's succeeded at doing is agitating Big Business. Tag to Xander Slate. We might see a clean sweep here. Big boot from Xander Slate into the pin. 1, 2. A lot of history between these two. I think even Xander Slate knows they'll take more than that to keep down Chris Diamond. The British Baller with a knee to the jaw, going to topple the OG Dirty Heel. That gives Diamond an opening to make the tag to Justice Stone, who's not in very good shape. And he's not going to let that stop him. With a big old roar, he's staring down Kai Victory. Meanwhile, Jacob Wells throwing Slate back into the ring. And Justice, it's time for a special delivery. Can Justice Stone even it up? Oh, right there, though. Not even a 1 count. Justice says, forget this. Tags Diamond right back in. I appreciate the effort. On the shoulders. A Death Valley driver. Big Business. He tried to take a swipe at Chris Diamond there, but failed to do so. Where's Diamond going? He's going up to the second turnbuckle. A Meteora, but Slate gets out of the way. Diamond jamming up those old man knees. 2 Hall of Famers. Speaking of knees, though, look how fast Slate is. Makes that tag to Big Business. Diamond, not the time to check your hair. It looks good. Even in the heat of battle. Trying to turn him around. What is Diamond attempting to do here? Oh, Slate's still in the ring. Diamond gonna force him out. The referee's not playing around anymore. He's telling Slate, get the hell out of here. Blame Diamond, though. He's got to stop attacking Slate. How can Slate leave the ring if he's being attacked? What the hell, ref? This is some BS. How is this fair? Diamond with a Breaking Neck Foundation. And the referee's going to disqualify Slate! You gotta be kidding me! Come on, ref, don't do it! Don't do it, ref, he's out cold! Wait, who's he counting out now? Who's gonna count it out now? I don't even know! Wait, did he restart the count? Okay, Slate's not eliminated. I'm not sure what the hell happened there. Seems like he restarted the count. Now the tag to Kai Victory. That was a little bit shady, even I will say. Straight jacket DDT. Victory gonna join the other team? What is he doing playing with Jacob Wells like this? Go pin Diamond. Well, he should have when he had the chance. Tag made now to Justice Stone. It's still 4-on-3. That barrel roll just busted open. Justice Stone tag made to Shea Hoxton. Going for a ride. Is the Gambler? Maybe not. Elbows to the side of the head. Tries for a dropkick, Justice Stone. Keep it on top of him like, what arm rush! What a combo that was. Chopping the man up. And right in front of his teammates too, another Aaron Stone shout out. With that gut buster. Yeah, Justice Stone is hurt though. He can't stay in that ring for more than a couple of minutes at a time, it seems. Oh, but look at Jacob Wells comes in. He's about to fuck your shit up. The RWN champion trying to even the odds. Can he do it? Kick out by Hawks. Oh, and a cheap shot from Xander Slate. You gotta see that coming though. That'd be smarter than the back into the corner like that. Oh, Jacob Wells. Gonna do it big. From the top with a plunge. Landed right on his knee though. Still able to hook the leg. Oh, big business. That son of a... Look at Jacob Wells says, fuck you. Big business though, breaks it up again. The referee is being a little bit overly lenient with Kai Victory's team here. I feel like they should have been disqualified a few times in this match. What a oh my, Hoxton, I didn't know he was that flexible anymore. The axe kick, tag to the global champion is gonna love this. Gonna come in. Eat up them straps left over. How dare you look at my championship. Tag to Slate. Wells getting the thorough work here. The OG Dirty Heel with a sit out. Powerbomb is that the end of Wells. Will Team Kai Victory take an even further lead? Oh, even Diamond though got worried. You see that Diamond was like, hang on a second. That doesn't mean it's over though for the RWN champion. DDT, Slate stops it. Might have been for that little bit of help from Hoxton. Swiped at him. Where's Slate going? What are you doing? Wait, Justice? With a Dragon Sleeper over the top rope. Might as well have made this a no DQ match because this referee doesn't seem to really give a shit. Teamwork from Top Guns. Small package pile driver rolled back into a brain buster. Now where's Justice going up to the top? The former Zero G champion with an elbow to the dark heart of the OG Dirty Heel. 1, 2, but Kai. Oh, and takes out the rep, of course. Oh, the referee's gonna roll out of the ring. Referee's selling. Okay. Oh, Slate takes out Jacob Wells. Justice Stone and trying to make him pay. Slate though for a drop kick. Stone avoids it. And check the back door. Looking for a little pseudo special delivery there. The referee is still down on the outside of the ring. Justice Stone has now busted Slate open though. And here we go. A package has been left for Xander Slate. Referee's back just in time. But he's moving slow. And that gives Hoxton the time he needs to get into the ring and break up the pin. Still 4-on-3. Maybe not for much longer though. Stone put into the corner, tag to Kai Victory. Irish whip. Now thrown into Slate in the clothesline. Justice Stone though quickly rolls out of the ring. Look how he's getting surrounded though. Xander Slate on one side, Kai Victory on the other. Jacob Wells gonna intervene. And now this one's gone completely out of control. Here comes Chris Diamond too. I don't even remember who's legal now. Here's Hoxton. Ref! Come on, man. We need some disqualifications here. I'm not usually one who tries to rally for a disqualification, but a little too out of hand here. I think it's Kai Victory and Justice Stone who are illegal. Count of 9. Justice Stone gets back into the ring. Caught though by Victory. And he drags him down. Gonna tap him out. Jacob with a last second save. Wow. But Jacob gonna pay for that. Gets thrown into the corner. And Justice Stone is still in trouble. Didn't really help out that much in the end anyhow. We got Hoxton and Chris Diamond still fighting here at ringside. Slate running around. What is going on? Pandemonium. Oh, Victor with a quick pin. Kai Victor with a quick pin. And another elimination. It's now 4-on-2, guys. And look at that. Jacob Wells set up perfectly already. Team Kai Victory is up. It is 4-2. Jacob Wells and Chris Diamond are on their own. And it might be about to be 4-on-1. Xander Slate like a rocket launcher. Off that top rope. And Slate gonna try for that keg kick. Jacob Wells again reverses it. And the RWN champion trying to break his neck. Can we get elimination? Kai Victory. The perennial nuisance in this match. Oh, Jacob Wells, everything he had left was put behind that lariat. Was it worth it? I don't think so. But look at Wells, man, he's fired up. He's going crazy right now. 3 backbreakers to Slate. Got to stay on task, man. Stay focused, Jacob. The referee might be about to disqualify Kai Victory. After the count of 5 to get out of the ring. And every move Wells hits, though, look, everyone's down. Every move that Jacob Wells is able to hit, it takes everything out of him. Oh, Big Biz is going to get some too, I guess. Kai gets out of the ring before getting disqualified. As Slate gets almost thrown out of the ring. Wells makes the tag to Chris Diamond. Can the Golden General rally? Can he somehow turn things around? Diamond driver! Slate denies it, slams the door in his face. And the OG Dirty Heel with a sit-out powerbomb. Will Wells be left all on his own? Yes, he will. It is 4-on-1. Perhaps only momentarily, though. Kai Victory, Big Business, Xander Slate, and Shea Hoxton against a lone Jacob Wells. And even for someone that with the capabilities of Jacob Wells, man, I don't know if this is possible. Big Business tagged in. Tags in Hoxton. An assisted punch to the gut. And Hoxton with a Luger landing to hammer that final nail in the coffin. No, I guess not. Hey, why don't we make sure the job is done? 21! 21! Uno, dos, nope. No trace. Topher. No trace. Hoxton says, fuck that. Knee to the jaw, tag to Big Business. How is this man, Jacob Wells, still breathing? I can't tell you. I do not know. How does he have the power left to do this? Power bomb. The buckle bomb, sort of. To Big Business. Oh, but once was enough. Tries for it again. And that's going to lead to his downfall. Seatbelt suplex. Yeets him overhead like it ain't no thing. And going to let Kai Victory come in, of course. And look at the global champion. He's loving every single second of it. The opportunity to come in and score the win. This is a little bit pathetic. Kai Victory with the chicken wing crossface. Drags Jacob Wells down. No one to help. And Wells has no choice but to tap out. It's a clean sweep for Team Kai Victory here at Trouble in Paradise. What a match, but I'll tell you one thing coming out of this matchup, Jacob Wells is one tough SOB, but it's like I mentioned, even he in this spot, there wasn't much that he could do. Thomas Newsom getting eliminated put them at a disadvantage. They still had a chance, but once Justice Stone got taken out, and then Chris Diamond, it was pretty academic at that point. I love Jacob Wells taking the shot at Kai Victory, though, even though it wasn't the legal man. And here's where Xander Slate took out Chris Diamond with that sit-out powerbomb. A Luger landing, a 21. Still didn't keep Jacob Wells down. But in the end, Kai Victory with a smile on his face, able to come in with the shovel, scoop it up, made Jacob Wells tap. Team Kai Victory on top of the world here tonight. Clean sweep.
Everybody here in America, happy Thanksgiving. Hope you all had a very good day. Hope you all spent time with your loved ones. See, earlier today, I had a match, a very important match in my CMV career. I went versus Carlos Corvo, the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, and I won. And I didn't just win, I sent a message to the whole CMV Octane locker room. And come Trouble in Paradise, I will be front row. I will buy myself a ticket to see Carlos Corvo and De La Rosa. Because whoever wins that match, I want next. And I'm not asking. And with the CMV universe behind me, I can do what I set my mind to. I've did this before and I can do it again. I've been champion and I can do it again. This is nothing new to me. A lot of people call me a rookie, but I am the opposite thing from a rookie. In CMV, I'm a rookie. In UFN, I'm a rookie. But in this industry, I am a veteran. My name is Remy Martin.
Well, obviously, guys, Remy Martin is ready for this next match, and I'd say I am as well. It's time for our Intercontinental Championship bout here at Trouble in Paradise. Thanks again, got Theo, I should say, with another donation, self-funding this charity stream. But I saw also SJ Ray with some gifted subs and Theo as well. I'll be sure when I get my next payment from Twitch to donate that as well to the American friends of Jamaica. So if you want to use your Twitch, what the fuck are they called? Prime subs, I'll make sure to count that as well. But also you can click that button right there, should be next to the video player, or donate directly to the website, !charity in the chat will give you a link. The only thing Carlos Corvo is coming to collect though here at Trouble in Paradise is the Intercontinental Championship, as he takes on Fidel De La Rosa. And obviously Remy Martin is watching this one oh so carefully. This past episode of Octane knocked off the KO Kid, Carlos Corvo. Did Remy Martin, while De La Rosa watched from ringside. And Martin pretty much calling his shot. Whomever leaves here tonight with the gold he wants in a championship bout. Corvo's not going to let that loss a few nights ago affect him. Here he's locked in. Earned this opportunity by winning a fatal four-way and then defeating AK Bunny. He's a former Intercontinental Champion, and he wants the belt back where it belongs. That's around his waist. And there's no denying that Fidel De La Rosa has been a fighting champion. He has successfully retained that championship multiple times in only a couple of months. Most recently against Lorenzo Alexander at Battle Scars. What a match that was. Looks to score what would be his 5th successful defense in his 2nd reign as champion here tonight against Carlos Corvo. Still to come, Anarchy Championship going to be on the line, my friends, as Joey Bacon, the winner of our Battle Royal earlier, will challenge Ahmed. We've also still got that street fight as the Hallowed take on the team of Jack Taylor, Cassidy Vance, and Rite of Passage champion Gus Novell. But I have a feeling this could be the show stealer right here. A little inkling. The side plates thief at it once again. We got to find that guy. The KO Kid, who possesses that unmatched knockout power. Going to look to put that to use in this matchup. Going up against the nearly unparalleled speed and the submission capabilities of the defending champion, Fidel de la Rosa. Two men of Latino descent. Obviously, Carlos Corvo, Chilean. Fidel de la Rosa, I'm actually not sure where he's from. But we are here in Florida as the referee shows Corvo what's at stake. And he's a former champ. He didn't hold that title for too long, though. I think less than a month. So he wants to redeem himself. Former Octane Tag Team Champion as well. De La Rosa with quite a resume here in CMV over the course of his few years with us. But a collar elbow tie up to kick things off. With Remy Martin having his eyes glued to this one, as he is going to await the winner. Back in the corner. Will we get a clean break here between these two? We will. Hesitantly. Oh, dropped on that top rope. De La Rosa. Slick combo. Got him with the running neckbreaker. They're going to end this one potentially nice and early. But unfortunately, excuse me, not going to be any luck. Collar and elbow tie up. That time, Carlos Corvo was having none of it. Well, if I'm Remy Martin watching this matchup right now, I think I would want Carlos Corvo to win because I know that I can defeat Corvo. I did it just a couple nights ago on Octane, whereas Remy Martin and Fidel de La Rosa, they might have the same barber, but they have never met one-on-one before. Hey, knee upside the head of Corvo there. Another early pin attempt by the champion. It's obvious that De La Rosa maybe taking Corvo a bit lightly here, which I think is a catastrophic mistake. Forearm smash. De La Rosa out onto the apron, takes this fight to ringside. What a DDT there. Champion's advantage is in full effect. If this one ends by countout or DQ, Corvo cannot win the championship that way. He has to pin or submit De La Rosa in the ring. Lined up for a reality check. Well, it's been the champion in the driver's seat so far in this one. A couple minutes into the match. One count off that knee to the jaw. Corvo rolling into the corner as De La Rosa stays on the attack with a knee to the side. I think De La Rosa is trying to be the one to land a knockout blow in this one, it seems to me. Corvo has just really not had a chance to get going since the bell rang. But as I've said plenty of times with Corvo in the past, all it takes is one punch, one right hook, and he can have the match won. We're going up to the top. What is happening here? Oh my God, what a neck breaker from the top rope. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So what the hell is this guy trying to set up here? I am not used to seeing Corvo get battered like this. I gotta keep it a buck with you. Corvo's usually the one doing the battering. But maybe that loss to Remy Martin shook him up more than we thought it would. This past episode of Octane, I don't know. De La Rosa now Fisherman's driver to the challenger. And a knee drop. There we go, Corvo. He's finding a little bit of life as he nails a drop kick to the chest. Right in his face. Damn! Whoa! Corvo said, let me end this match real quick. But a Surasi, the Raiva, the desperation oozing from Corvo there. But now, a crippler crossface has Corvo taken down. Corvo gonna tap? No, the KO Kid is able to endure. But it won't matter if he can't do something with a Fisherman's neckbreaker. There you go. Gotta stay focused, Corvo. Don't get in your own head. Beautiful springboard cross body by the challenger. Who mounts De La Rosa. Here we go. This is the Corvo I'm used to. Bashing De La Rosa with them lefts and rights. Looks like Corvo might have busted his nose. Speaking of busted. Oh, what a clothesline. Trying to take off De La Rosa's head. And how fast things can turn around. De La Rosa, who is having his way. Now it's all Corvo with a sit-out powerbomb, but only a 1 count with the Intercontinental Championship on the line. Interesting. Some 1970s offense there from Carlos Corvo. He's putting the pressure on the neck, though. Here's some elbows to the side of the head. Another crippler crossface. Got him caught again, just like that. Will Corvo tap this time? No, again. The KO Kid gets himself out of it and right onto the apron, down to the floor. He sends De La Rosa. Well, Corvo trying to take a couple of seconds here to catch his breath, but again, he can't win the championship on a countout. Can only pin or submit De La Rosa to leave here with the championship. Oh, there's the 1-2-1-2 from a former pro boxer. They're going to the top. No, the referee's distracted with the countout. Corvo's just unsheathed the top turnbuckle by any means necessary. Corvo's going to leave here as Intercontinental Champion, I guess. A backup plan. The ref's seen it, though. The referee has seen the exposed turnbuckle. He's going to fix it now. Corvo going for the pin. Ref! Oh, come on. Corvo's got it won. I think Corvo might have had it won there. Look at De La Rosa now. Explodes to his feet. Kick to the back of the head. And De La Rosa not going to give Corvo a chance to cheat. Oh, but a punch to the gut. And a punch like that from a former pro boxer to be debilitating. Up on top, but De La Rosa able to reverse. Blocks the chop, kick to the gut. Goes for the right hand again, gets countered. Back into the corner. That's twice now. De La Rosa has avoided that right hook. Another neck breaker from out of the corner here by the champion. Goes into the pin. Does he have it? 1, 2, kick out. What a match. De La Rosa takes him down with the swing and reverse STO. Vintage De La Rosa to retain. No! And De La Rosa could not believe it. His biggest, his best shot. Not enough to get the job done. You can see that Carlos Corvo, his neck is beginning to swell. It's beginning to bruise deeply after the multiple times he's been caught with the crippler crossface in this match. Time to dial it up. Make a house call. Boot to the side of the head. Corvo's out like a light and still Intercontinental Champion. Fidel De La Rosa gets the job done. And De La Rosa, guys, he just would not let Corvo hit that knockout punch. He countered it twice in this match. And that's why he is still the Intercontinental Champion. Had Corvo landed that punch, I'm sure it would be a different outcome. What a match, though. And Remy Martin now awaiting De La Rosa. Here's the first time Corvo tried with the right hook. It got countered into a Surasi driver. Corvo was able to get him with the 4-piece at ringside. But here was the beginning of the end for the KO Kid. That swinging reverse STO he kicked out of, but just a moment later, De La Rosa makes that house call and tightens it up to retain the Intercontinental Championship again. 5 successful defenses now for the fighting champion. Can he make it 6 against Remy Martin? Well, De La Rosa retains his championship. Will Ahmed be so lucky here tonight when it comes to his Anarchy Championship? We'll see. Well, my fine feathered friends, things are about to get ugly here at Trouble in Paradise, and I'm not talking about Joey Bacon. That's still to come a little bit later on. It is time for our street fight here at Trouble in Paradise as the Hallowed look to follow up on the very good night they had on Octane a few days ago. Of course, we saw Madison Reyes and Max Cutter advance in the Rulers of the Ring tournament, while Hunter Quinn emerged victorious in the second Global Gauntlet, earning himself a future Global Championship opportunity. But now they look to permanently rid themselves of these pests they've been dealing with the past few weeks. This alliance between Jack Taylor, Cassidy Vance, and the Rite of Passage champion Gus Novell. This is going to be 3-on-3 tornado rules. No countouts, no disqualifications. The first team to get the pin or submission going to get the dub. Snow to come. Joey Bacon, Ahmed for the Anarchy Championship, as well as Amber Young and the Uncut Gems taking on the team of Madison Reyes, B. Barrett of the Hive Mind, Sarah Miller, and who will be their replacement for Women's World Champion Alice Blake. Before we end the night, guys, falls count anywhere. Troy called Blake Virtue one last time. Obviously, the Hallowed presenting a more united front. But Jack Taylor, Cassidy Vance, and Gus Novell are on the same page, if only for this one night, against their common enemies. Well, Jack Taylor, guys, was really down on himself. Oh, interesting look here. Wasn't expecting this. After his loss this past Octane in that first round matchup of the Rulers of the Ring tournament, like he really dropped the ball, but both Cassidy Vance and Gus Novell told him, look, it's not over. We still have a chance to get ours back. And that's exactly what young Taylor's going to do here in this street fight. Really out of his element is Jack Taylor in a match like this. We'll find out if he can adapt once that bell rings. And Cassidy Vance, who's got a personal stake in this for what Madison Quinn did to her friend, to her tag team partner, Giovanna Vance, last month. Brutally took her out of action. And obviously Cassidy defeated Madison Quinn in Madison's CMV debut a few weeks ago. And even though this is obviously a trio street fight, it's not mixed rules, so the women can fight the men. I hope Cassidy Vance is ready. For when Hunter Quinn comes after her. Just able to dig herself out of the rut she's been in for months. She's not looking to so soon hop back in. But the rite of passage champion, guys, Gus Bell has made it very clear to both Jack Taylor and Cassidy Vance that they are not friends. But that if it's just for tonight, they can put whatever differences they might have aside to focus on delivering judgment to the hallowed. Yes, with that rite of passage championship, Gus Bell is guaranteed a global championship opportunity anytime he wants. He won it from Max Cutter a few weeks ago, and one of the bigger upsets of this season so far, no doubt about it. The Hound of Judgment is going to go mask off here tonight. This one's going to get crazy. It's street fight time. Sipping my W. Oh, perfect. Revitalizing. Might need to keep some on deck for these 6 time this match is over. Get the smelling salts ready. Oh, it's tropical, of course. We are in Florida, after all, here at Trouble in Paradise. And it's street fight time. Referee rings the bell. Now his only job is to count the pinner. Call for the bell again if there's a submission. There's a tap out. Because otherwise, anything goes here. No countouts, no DQs. And plenty of plunder to be utilized underneath that ring. Madison Quinn taking out Cassidy Vance, the big old single gut buster. And it looks like the Hellhound is going to be the first one to try to introduce a little bit of weaponry. Gus Bell coming after him, though. Oh, and gets a face full of wood for his troubles. Hunter Quinn going to try to end this one immediately. Hey, why break a sweat if you don't have to? Look at Cassidy coming after Quinn, the #1 contender for the Global Championship. Very clear that he has no problems putting his hands on a woman. That's what he did with Sarah Miller on more than one occasion, and others, for that matter. Everybody can get those hands. Oh, Madison Quinn going for a pin here in the ring. As you obviously just saw a second ago, Hunter Quinn, it's also falls count anywhere. What the hell? Is that an arm? I think Max Cutter just pulled an arm from underneath the ring. Not a real arm, but a mannequin arm or something. Which he tries to use against Jack Taylor. Madison Quinn. I wouldn't be too surprised if it was a real arm, though, when it comes to Max Cutter. You know, if he had a collection of body parts, let's say, stored in his refrigerator in jars, I feel like I wouldn't be necessarily too surprised about that. Pam Harris special from off the top by JT. As Madison Quinn does not get all that knee. And ringside, Max Cutter fighting off the Hound of Judgment. Scoop it up to Melville, able to drop down behind. Taylor sent to the outside. Quick pin here by Cassidy Vance, gets broken up by Hunter Quinn. Now dragged into the corner. Hunter trying to rip off the arm of Cassidy Vance, but Jack Taylor comes to her aid. And he gets put down with a tilt-a-whirl power slam. Doesn't want to let down the team again like he did this past episode of Octane. Taylor from the top of them, huge! Pam Harris special, but also took out Gus Novell. It was so powerful. Uh-oh, Madison Quinn with a choke slam. And Jack Taylor making it in time. Yes, he can, just before 2 to break up the pin there. Max Cutter always takes his time, never in a rush. Is the violent one. Relishes in any opportunity to cause pain, to inflict torment. And he's got the shovel as Gus Novell comes at the table. Oh, I think Madison Quinn, I think she just hit Jack Taylor with the Psycho Drilla on the floor. But before she has the chance to maybe go for the pin, Gus Novell with an old school Schmitty. Oh, he's got Madison all tied up. A pseudo sharpshooter. Now the only one left in the ring is Cassidy Vance at the moment. I can't tell what's going on over there. Rite of passage. Is that an urn? Oh, someone's got Grandpa's ashes pulled out from underneath the ring. Perhaps that contains the ashes of Ace Reeves, who Max Cutter killed. He didn't actually get ended his career, though. Well documented. Oh, it hits that Cutter on the floor. Jack Taylor able to dig down deep. Hunter Quinn with those Sarah Miller-esque kicks. Damn, just dropped his belly across Cassidy Vance's face there. Interesting offense from Hunter Quinn. Just belly flop. Super kick out of the corner. Hunter has, I feel like, been a lot more froggy over these last few weeks. Not one that typically takes the air often, but... Oh, Tiger Driver to Jack Taylor. Cassidy Vance trying to wake herself up over Grandpa's urn. Psycho Drilla on the floor. That Trap the Code making another appearance. Into the pin for the Hallowed, but a kick out by Gus Novell. Trap the Code is really becoming a main character here in CMV as of late. DDT, this one's just about as chaotic as I imagined it would be. A million miles a minute, I really can't really tell what the hell is going on. Everybody's fighting on this one particular side of the ring right now. Oh, Cassidy's got the guitar. Oh, but Madison shatters it across her ribs as Hunter Quinn takes out Novell on the traffic cone with that sit-out choke slam. Nobody to come to his aid. The Hallowed are victorious here at Trouble in Paradise. They have stepped up their game over this past week, the Hallowed, and it really showed here in this street fight. Now Madison Quinn and Max Cutter look forward to the semifinals of the Rulers of the Ring tournament, while Hunter Quinn sets his sights on the Global Championship. A proper shellacking is what we saw in this one. Gus Novell ate a psychodrilla, pretty much immediately followed up by that sit-out choke slam from Hunter Quinn. Look at the siblings teaming up. Worked beautifully. And here you can see Hunter Quinn on the traffic cone. While Madison Quinn kept Jack Taylor busy, Max Cutter took out Cassidy Vance. And the Hallowed, like a well-oiled machine, pick up the win here at Trouble in Paradise. Octane very quickly becoming their playground. Well, my friends, into our tertiary main event we go here at Trouble in Paradise. And we saw him at the top of the show remain undefeated in Battle Royal matches to earn this opportunity. 7 foot tall, 600 pounds, Big Ham Joey Bacon, beating out 19 other superstars here tonight to get the chance to challenge Ahmed for the Anarchy Championship up next. Man, Ahmed has been, as his moniker would suggest, a dominant champion ever since capturing the gold from AK Buddy back in Ascendance 13, but we're talking about Joey Bacon here. I can't, as much as I might even want to, put my faith in Ahmed. This is a man, Joey Bacon, who was pinned for the first time this past episode of Shockwave by Emmett Jones. That was his first time getting pinned in many, many months. 4 or 5 months. Joey Bacon went unpinned, unsubmitted. And he technically was never defeated in Ascendance 13 with the CMV Championship on the line. Morgan retained via technicality. The Egyptian Dominator, even as confident as he has always presented himself to be, has to be, before he came out here, I'm sure, big old gulp in the gorilla position. It's not typical that someone like Ahmed is going to be intimidated, but that is surely the case here. He's not going to let it show. But any man in the boots of Ahmed here tonight would be quaking a bit. Can Ahmed overcome this mountain of a challenge? I'm sure Ahmed was praying to any and all gods that anybody but Joey Bacon would win that battle royal. But all Ahmed has to do is take inspiration from this past episode of Shockwave. It is not impossible. It can be done. Joey Bacon can be defeated. Emmett Jones did it. But my question is, will Ahmed even be able to apply the Cairo Clutch, his biggest, his most deadly maneuver, to Joey Bacon? I don't think he will be able to. I think Bacon's too big. So what's Ahmed going to have to resort to make sure he leaves here tonight still the champion? I guess we'll find out, maybe. The king of the hill. 7 foot tall. 600 pounds. Looking to win his first ever championship here in CMV. Still hard to believe every time I say it. And the defending champion, the Egyptian Dominator, Ahmed, his first reign as a champion here in CMV. He's been a fighting champion. He's retained it multiple times already since Ascendance 13. But this is, without a shadow of a doubt, his biggest challenge yet. Bacon, it's not a snack. You can't eat the championship. Big Ham, the Egyptian Destroyer, for the Anarchy Championship. That also, of course, means no countouts, no disqualifications. As Bacon may be slipping out a banana peel as soon as the bell rings. Tried to charge Ahmed. No way. Okay. Ahmed already trying to suplex the 600-pound man. The start of the match. There you go. That's how it goes. Powerbomb from Bacon. Oh, what a power slam. You don't have to do that, though. I mean, we technically, adding in the gifted subs and whatnot, technically we've reached our goal. We're at not on the bar, but we're technically at 100. Once I get my payment from Twitch and I donate to the website, we'll be at 100. So, I mean, if you want to, of course, the more the better, but, well, you might have to donate some money to Ahmed. Maybe you should hold off, because you might have to donate some money to the Ahmed Medical Fund. He might never walk again once Joey Bacon's done with it. We really got to talk to these cameramen about these angles they be shooting during Joey Bacon matches. I'm a little bit over it. Off the ropes, Bacon doing what he does best, dominating. Oh, and he's going into that ring. I feel like he doesn't really need any additional help. He's got the pizza pan. The pizza pan produced by Bacon. Ahmed's got the table, but he's not quick enough with it. Just got that trash can lid up against his head. Jawbreaker, the champion. Not fully out of this one, and Ahmed can't be used to this. His offense having quite literally no effect at all. Usually it's Ahmed, man, the Dominator, having his way with his opponents, doing as he pleases. Where's Bacon going now? Well, Ahmed's trying to chase him down. I think Bacon thought he was going to stay down a little bit longer there. Well, I'll tell you what, man, if Bacon does leave here with the Anarchy Championship, I might just have to retire the damn thing. I don't know who the hell's going to ever take it from him. What a spine buster. Gosh. I'm going to treat Ahmed's leg like a chicken bone. I'm going to snap that thing. A desperate leg drop shot off. Bacon gets out of the way. Going right into the side of the steel steps. Double boot stomp to the lower back. And again, remember, that's 600 plus pounds. And thrown again into the side of the steel steps. I'm thinking about Dark Carnival, guys, where we saw Ahmed do this to Tobias Jones. A third time into the side of the steel steps. Now the coin's been flipped. The table has been turned, if you will. Now Ahmed's on the receiving end of a proper beating at the hands of Bacon. It's not got a door. Just pulled a door out from under the ring. Someone's missing it from the front of their house, I guess. Ahmed looking up at the night sky, wondering where did things go so wrong. Into the pin, we could have a new champion right here. Kicked out. Still, they've just, now to the back. Double boot stomp to the back. Another round. Trying to paralyze him. I'm going to have to make a charity stream to raise money to get Ahmed a wheelchair. Kick out again, though, by the champion. Now what? Bacon's looking for a greasy half-live chicken leg. Something to snack on. He's a bit famished here. He's got a chair, though. Chopped it out of his hands, but that just pissed Joey Bacon off. Fourth time, Ahmed is sent ribs first into the side of the steel steps. I mean, if someone like Ahmed can be dominated in such a way, what chance does anybody else stand? In the ring, Anarchy Championship on the line. Face first off the top turnbuckle. Last place you want to be, and Ahmed knows it. He gets out of that corner like his life depends on it, because it does. Oh, but no! Insult to injury. Trapped between the sweaty, hairy thighs. Just shoot me. 1, 2. Ahmed is only pissing Bacon off. The only thing more dangerous than Joey Bacon on a typical night is a pissed off and angry Joey Bacon. He's just been playing with his food. Now it's time to eat. Where's he going? Bacon, you can end this! But Bacon's not done. Is that a light tube? Ahmed avoids it. And off the ropes goes the champion. A scissors kick. No, a knee. A knee trembler. The Anarchy champion is not completely out of this one. But can he lock in the Cairo clutch? Bacon's not giving him the chance to find out. Everybody hang on. There's going to be an earthquake here in Florida. No! Ahmed avoids getting turned into a flapjack. He just saw his life flash before his eyes right there, I think. Now he's got a trash can. Time to take out the garbage. Can he do it? Can Ahmed apply the Cairo clutch? No, Bacon is too slippery, too greasy. Sent right into the corner. Now Bacon's got the trash can. Bops him over the head. No, Ahmed. Trash can goes flying out of the ring. Champion with a springboard drop kick. Right to Bacon's face. Big splash to the back. Once again, the fight spills to ringside. DDT on the floor. Hooks that elephant leg. And just gets a 1 count. And Ahmed says, to hell with it. You gotta do what you gotta do in this situation. I don't blame Ahmed for a single second for going down south. But I think the FUPA may have protected Bacon and absorbed pretty much all of that low blow. Back into the ring. No, Bacon. Not the Goomba Stomp! To the back of Ahmed's head. He could be dead right now. Bacon not letting up. It's time to toss the pizza dough. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Ahmed is a fighter though. 600 pounds! 600 pounds! What a power bomb! But it still isn't enough. Ahmed's eyes wide, jaw dropped. Tries for the leg drop again. Bacon gets out of the way. Shakes off Ahmed's offense. And Bacon now with a fire in his eyes. I'd say a fire in his belly, but more likely the entirety of catering in his belly right now. Tries to lift him. Nothing left though. And now Bacon tries to put him to the fucking canvas. What a slam. No! Unbelievable kick out. But look at Ahmed, rolls to the outside of the ring. He's desperate for a single moment to catch his breath, but Bacon's doing the right thing, keep it on top of him like peanut butter on jelly. That's a midnight snack for Joey Bacon. Look at the torso, the back. Deep bruising. Bacon again just goes for a pin here at ringside. And we have a new Anarchy champion just like that. Ahmed, that kick out was quite simply all that he had left in the tank. He put his all behind being able to kick out of that slam. And I don't really have the proper words to describe what we just saw. Ahmed, the Dominator, just got dominated. There were a few brief moments of life from Ahmed in this match. But beside that, it was a one-way street, and Joey Bacon ultimately had his way with the now former champion. I still cannot believe Ahmed managed to pull this out. 600-pound powerbomb. And that was his best chance right there. And it wasn't enough. And the only thing I have to say is good luck to anyone on Shockwave who wants that Anarchy Championship. You're going to have to go through that man right there. Oh, watch out, Rev. We might have to get a belt extender. Joey Bacon, the new Anarchy Champion. My goodness, Theo, you are insane. That money moves different out in France, huh? Getting single-handedly, Theo, getting us to our goal. What a legend. Saving everybody else's pockets this night. Well, Jamaica certainly will thank you, as I do as well. Appreciate you. But it is time, my friends, for our co-main event here at Trouble in Paradise. And guys, if you still want to donate, even if it's just $1, you can, even though we've reached the goal thanks to Theo. Or go directly to the website, or use your Twitch Prime sub, whatever you want. I'll make sure to, when I get paid, I'll make sure to donate to the website, whatever that is, $5, right, I believe? I don't know. We'll do the math afterwards. I need a calculator. We saw earlier tonight, my friends, of course, Kai Victory's team, he big business in the SNS connection with a clean sweep against the team of Tops Newsom, the Top Guns, and Chris Diamond. Might we see a similar case here as Amber Young will team up with the Uncut Gems to take on the team of Madison Reyes and B. Barrett repping the hive mind, Sarah Miller, and who will be the replacement for Women's World Champion Alice Blake, guys, who unfortunately missed her flight. It was delayed again, could not get here in time. So Reyes, Barrett, and Miller will scramble to find themselves a fourth for this matchup. You'd think Nomi Matsumoto would be the obvious, but she was in the Battle Royal earlier. Still to come, our main event, Troy Colt, Blake Virtue, one final time in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Now, this is a deadly alliance, if ever I did see one, between Amber Young and the Uncut Gems. Lethality personified, these four women. Especially the Uncut Gems as of late, man. Since they returned, no more BS. They have taken what they want. And that includes the Women's Tag Team Championship. They've not let anyone stand in their way, including their former friends, including Ellie Quinn, who they slammed headfirst through a car window a couple weeks ago, taking Ellie Quinn out of action permanently. And the Hive Mind have been attempting to get payback over the last few weeks. Retaliation for what the Uncut Gems did to their friend Ellie Quinn. So this past episode of Octave, the no DQ match between Ruby Rattel and B. Barrett devolving into complete utter chaos as everybody got involved. The rest of the Gems, Amber Young, the rest of the Hive Mind, and Alice Blake. The pure balls to the wall brawl, which ended with B. Barrett getting the win amidst the insanity. And look at this! Who could have thought? In 1,000,000 years, you couldn't have given me that amount of time to figure out who the replacement partner would have been. I'm obviously joking. It was clearly Isabella Almas. Right? The Tailcoat Val's publication pretty much announced it beforehand. Even though Almas was still telling everyone it was not going to be her, just as she did when she made her return to action this past episode of Shockwave. For weeks she was going around telling everybody that it wasn't her. She wasn't going to be the opponent for Sapphire Stevenson. She doesn't know what anyone's talking about. But of course it was, and she lost that match. Sapphire Stevenson actually defeating Isabella Almas. I had to get quite an earful from, well, not only Isabella, but Amare Rivers as well, before, during, and after that match. I don't think it would be their number one pick, but they can't exactly choose to be picky in this instance, the Hive Mind. and Sarah Miller. Isabella almost filling in for Alice Blake. As indeed the Hive Mind is represented by Madison Reyes and B. Barrett here in this one. And obviously, guys, Reyes with a very important date. In just a few weeks at the Ruler of the Ring event, she will challenge Alice Blake for the Women's World Championship, obviously for winning the Women's Gauntlet Eliminator match back in Ascendance 13, her debut here in CMV. And I was actually looking forward to seeing Challenger and Champion team together in this one. It's unfortunate, again, Alice Blake missing her flight. But at least Isabella Alma steps up. Obviously, I'm sure not have any sort of camaraderie, but just a chance to get hands on the uncut gems again. My obligatory sip of W before this one kicks off. Not a combination you see all too often from the Hive Mind, Madison Reyes and B. Barrett. Typically it's Naomi Matsumoto and B. Barrett. But obviously this woman knows Madison Reyes very, very well. Oh, she's still got the Zero-G Championship. Took that shit back from Zoe Remy when nobody was looking. Well, Sarah Miller is not the Zero-G champion. Lost that championship at a matter of pride, too, to the captain at Zoe Remy. I guess Miller hanging on to the replica, though, and bringing it with her here to Florida. Not ready to relinquish it just yet. It is a beautiful championship. I don't necessarily blame her. But Remy is the champion. Sarah Miller's going to have to come to terms with it soon. We'll see Remy kick off her reign as the new Zero-G champion this next episode of Shockwave. But here we go. 8-woman elimination tag team matchup. And Amber Young and Isabella Almas will get things started. Almost with an instant forearm smash. That's all she's got. Hey, she wasn't supposed to be in this match. It's like Clerk. She wasn't even supposed to be here today. So you can't really blame her. Madison Reyes gets tagged in. Young! With an Emerald Explosion. As the Merciless Assassin makes the tag to Ruby Rattel. Former Women's World Champion. Well, has considerable history with Isabella Almas. I'd like to see the two of them get it on here. Get your mind out of the gutter. Well, remember, for a very long time, everybody thought Isabella Almas was the one behind the attack on Ruby Rattel, which forced her to relinquish the Women's World Championship way back then. Wasn't that long ago. A couple of years. Pinfall attempt here by Rattel, but a kick out. Turned out it wasn't, though. We found out. Pale Colt Val pulling the strings as she typically does. Framing Isabella Almas in a strange turn of events. Madison Reyes, the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. With a little bit of a Salida sunrise to Tequila. As Rattel in trouble, Alexia Diamond come and make the save. Reyes, though, with a Meteora takes her out, too. That's Riley Quinn. And now Reyes going to try for the pin, but Sapphire Stevenson and Amber, everybody getting into the ring here. Reyes has the potential, guys, to end the unprecedented, historic reign of Alice Blake. In just a few weeks, we're going to be in London for the Ruler of the Ring event. Reyes beating out 19 other women at Ascendance 13, her debut to earn the opportunity. Or will it end up being Alice Blake's 10th successful retention? We will find out. We won't have to wait that much longer. I was really looking forward to them teaming up here. It's unfortunate. Nothing Alice Blake can do about it. The flight was delayed. She missed it. What are you going to do? She couldn't get here. She wanted to. Oh, off the ropes. Bee's knees for you. Ruby Rattel gets blasted. B. Barrett trying to score an early elimination, but a kick out by Rattel. Doesn't stop there. Shining Beezard. Not playing around. That's what happens when you mess with the friends of the hive mind. Ruby Raquel is eliminated. But Alexia Diamond comes right in. Looking to score. The elimination has B-Bear caught. Arms behind your back. Knees to the side of the head. Sarah Miller a bit worried, but Barrett's able to get out of it. Well, the team of Isabella Almas, the Hive Mind, and Sarah Miller are in the lead now. 4-3. Alexia Diamond wanted to get all of Sarah Miller. Maybe a mistake. The former Zero-G champion. Out onto the apron. Back suplex. Hardest part of the ring, as we all well know. Well, we didn't get our first elimination in the men's elimination tag team matchup. It's a considerable, I think, a half an hour into the matchup, but not even 5 minutes for the women here. They're getting straight down to it. I don't know what Sapphire Stevenson did to Sarah Miller, but was knocked off the apron. Now the tag to Isabella Almas. We're, of course, just a few weeks away from crowning our new Queen of the Ring. Here's last year's Queen of the Ring. Former Women's World Champion. Nice counter by Diamond. And I think Almas was looking for that F5. Alexia instead going to take her down. Lapel lock. The lapel lock is cinched in. It's not falls count anywhere, though, so even if Isabella Almas were to tap out, it wouldn't matter. You're already count of 6, though. These two got to get back into the ring, and quickly. And they do it the count of 7. Ruby Raquel's been eliminated. Almas trying to give her team a further lead. Oh, up onto the shoulders, trying for a powerbomb. Punches, though, to the top of the head. Able to escape as Almas, who now spikes. No! That's a last-second save I've ever seen one right there by Diamond. And go back kick. This is the way that Almas' head snapped right there. Whew. Speaking of head snapping, trap between the legs and dropped. Face first on the canvas. Almas needing a momentary breather. I don't know if Diamond's going to be so keen to give her one. Almost back in the ring with a big cross body off the top rope. Vintage! The standing 450 splash from the Queen of the Ring into the pin. 1, 2, kick out. 2.999. And Almost just do anything to get her lick back against the Uncut Gems. Elbow to the gut by Diamond. Takes her down again, that back kick. Shoots the half. Forearm to the face to even the odds here. Make it 3-3. Kick out by Almas. Our co-main event here at Trouble in Paradise. Looks like Lexi Diamond going to allow Isabel Almas to make the tag. Brings in Madison Reyes, who yells at Diamond. I don't know if that's going to work. The Madison, though, makes up for it with a stiff clothesline. Oh, to the outside we're going. Madison Reyes. Typically very happy-go-lucky. But when it comes to her friends, those that she loves, you do not mess with them without paying the price. Head first to that steel ring post. Oh, no. Now look at Alexia Diamond. Delivering those forearms to the back of the head. We're already up to a count of 5. This ref ain't playing around. She's got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 going on. Oh, Sarah Miller going to try to run some interference. You don't mess with her tag team partner. Hang on. Miller got to be careful not to get disqualified, though. You are not legal. Alexia Diamond grabbing Madison by the hair. Knee to the temple. Count to 1,000 right here. But B. Barrett buzzing in to make the save. Not without paying for it. Diamond With a power bomb, but Madison's back to her feet, going to take advantage. Elbow to the side of the head, tries to go low. Another stiff clothesline from the Madison. Trying for double knees to the back. Alexia Diamond, though, what a kick, and another. Well, Alice Blakeman here. I guess Alexia Diamond's taken over as the kick connoisseur of this match. And now the tag to Amber Young, who I'm sure is pissed. She doesn't get the chance to put hands on Alice Blake again here tonight. Looking forward to that. And I guess Madison Reyes will have to make do. Reyes says, get me out of here. And I do not blame her. I wouldn't want to be in the ring with Amber Young either. It is 4-3. Ruby Rattel, the only one eliminated so far. But Amber Young might be about to tie things up. Isabella Almas and Sarah Miller chasing Amber Young out of the corner there. Making a big point about that. Reyes. O'Connor roll. German suplex. Power from Reyes. Pin gets broken up before even a one count, but Madison, those hips don't lie. Make the tag. In goes Sapphire Stevenson. Madison Reyes is able to avoid her, though. And a stinging knee. The middle of the back now in the corner. Tag is made to Isabella Almas. Look at these two. To the top. Look at arm in arm. A tidal wave washing over Stevenson there. And now Isabella Almas with the chance to get her win back. From this past episode of Shockwave, her grand return sullied by Sapphire Stevenson. The grand return nobody knew about. Was the biggest shock in CMV history, of course. Well, Tailco Val's publication was trying to pay Alice Blake up to be some sort of coward that she intentionally missed her flight. There were no delays. Alice Blake, though, refutes that. It's a bunch of BS. Nothing but tabloid gossip. Sapphire Stevenson back in, as is Isabella Almas. In the corner, face first off that top turnbuckle. And a forearm to the chest. Oh, look at Sapphire with a quick kick to the gut. I'm trying to close that distance, but Isabella catches her. No, counter to a roll-up. Oh, what a steal this would be to even it up, 3-3. Oh, what a kick out at the last second by Almas. Sapphire not giving up so easily, though. Keeping that finger on the trigger. Russian leg sweep. Nothing fancy about it, but definitely effective. Makes the tag to Alexia Diamond. Amber Young, Alexia Diamond, Sapphire Stevenson against Isabella Almas, Madison Reyes, B. Barrett, and Sarah Miller. Ruby Rattel eliminated by B. Barrett. Only a couple minutes into this match. But now the lapel lock, center of the ring. Madison Reyes saves. I think Isabella Almas and Madison Reyes are kind of hitting it off. Oh, but Reyes gonna pay the price for making that save. She gets taken down into the lapel lock, even if just for a moment. And now a springboard leg drop to the number one contender. That gave Almas the time that she needed to get back up to her feet. Alexia Diamond handling business right here all by herself. Now Reyes got to get out of the ring before she gets disqualified. What the hell is that sound? Oh, God, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, my God. I was like, what the hell is that? Just my ringtone. Typical white man behavior, being terrified of your own ringtone. Let's try to break into the booth here and kill me. Isabella Almas the only one getting killed right now. She's got to get out of this corner. Cheap shot from Amber Young. And now a bulldog from one half of the women's tag team champions. With a rapid fire kicks. Yeah, Alice Blake move over. Oh, look at Isabella able to duck the last one, though. And immediately an Irish whip into the corner. Like B. Barrett, on the other hand, Madison Reyes, big fan of Isabella Almas in this match. B. Barrett does not seem to like Almas all that much. Here's a tag to Sarah Miller, who immediately tags in Madison Reyes. You see these two work together. The Pixie Stars. Oh, their CMV debut. A little bit of a twist on the Doomsday device there. Reyes now legal, waiting very patiently for Diamond just to punch her off the apron. Slam now face first. Hardest part of the ring, as we all well know. Trap between the legs. Amber Young is watching. Watching very closely. What the hell is Madison doing? Oh, Madison with a slapjack on the floor. And then just casually gets back into the ring. Wait, what's the referee at a count of? Oh, referee's at a count of 8. Reyes takes out Amber Young too. Guys, that's... Wait, is this technically going to reset? Wait, that's bullshit. Wait, what? What's happening? Wait, Reyes technically left the ring though. The count should have been reset. But I guess maybe the ref didn't see Reyes leave the ring. So Alexia Diamond has been eliminated. It's now 4-on-2. I think what happened there is the referee was focused on Alexia Diamond and didn't even see Reyes leave the ring, because that should have reset the count. But now it's 4-on-2. Stevenson desperately trying to turn things around here. The last unkept gem standing. Oh, and what a dragon twist cutter. But I'm telling you, Isabella Almas and Madison Reyes, best friends forever. If this match is anything to go by so far. Well, referee's been taken out now. What is happening here? Well, Sapphire Stevenson is having some trouble in this match. These two are not a good matchup. Sapphire Stevenson and Madison Reyes. Let's remember that. They don't gel very well. Tag to Amber Young. There's anyone that can come back from a deficit like this, it's Amber Young. Why does she keep walking into that corner, though? What do you think's going to happen? Barrett and Sarah Miller absolutely just punch the shit out of her. Well, referee's back up, but both Amber Young and Madison Reyes are down. Looks like Reyes is going to manage to get up first. I'm going to casually make the tag to Sarah Miller. Those punches really fucked Amber up, dude. She's out of it. And Pixie Plex! Only going to make things that much worse. But Sapphire Stevenson does not... Oh my god, the referee gets taken out again. Oh, the referee's going to roll out of the ring this time. As Sarah Miller looks to deliver that patented 5-knuckle shuffle to the KO bombshell. The Queen of the Hill pulled up to her feet. A little bit of a one-night stand. No referee to make the count, though. As Sarah goes up to the top for a frog splash. And I can only imagine that Amber Young would be eliminated right now if Sarah Miller could go for the pin. Pixie Plex, but no! Referee's back in. And Amber Young with a Michinoku driver. Middle of the ring, can Madison save her tag team partner? Yes, she can. Just at the count of 2. It is 4-on-2. The women's tag team champions have been eliminated. Here's a tag made to Sapphire Stevenson. Look at these two working together. They're kicking the hell out of Sarah Miller. Double boot stomp to the upper back. It's not over yet. We've seen superstars come back from stiffer odds than this over the years. Ooh, and Sapphire Stevenson using her rear end as a weapon. Something that Sarah Miller is proficient in. Oh, but Sapphire, wrong time to run your mouth. Miller makes the tag to Isabella. What a combination by the Queen of the Ring, who's going up top now. Almost lining up her shot. Taking aim. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sapphire Stevenson not gonna. Oh, Famouser! Oh, Isabella, the veteran, knowing where she is at all times, able to easily roll out of the ring to avoid potentially getting pinned there. And get back to a Pele kick. Sapphire doesn't know where she is, but able to make the tag to Amber Young. Isabella almost been busted open, spinning back fist by the merciless and assassin Alateo kick. Right to the back of the head. Need this elimination. Can Amber Young score it? Kick out at 2.5. 4-2 here in our co-main event. Amber Young gonna scoop up Isabella Almas. Whoa! Spinning Michinoku driver. Almost chucked her off into orbit there. Isabella. Oh, what was that? What is happening right now? Ralph, is that you? Okay. Oh, wait a minute, Isabella. Trying to make it 4-on-2 there. Give me 5 seconds here. Got a Ralph emergency. Sorry, gang. I don't even know if you can hear me because Ralph destroyed everything on my way out, but he's having a little bit of an episode right now, so I see the way this match is going. Sapphire Stevenson's fighting. Hopefully a couple minutes I'll be back. I'm the one with some trouble in paradise right here, brother. All right, check. Check 1 2. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Check, check, check. Check 1 2. Am I coming through? Can anybody hear me? Okay. Sorry about that. Ralph decided to have a little bit of a drama queen meltdown, as he's prone to do at the worst times, but he's okay. Everything's all right now, and I'm nearly just in time for the end of the match. But I watching the match, Sapphire Stevenson is going insane. So Isabella almost eliminated Amber Young, but then Sapphire Stevenson immediately eliminated B. Barrett. 1-on-3, but she is holding her own. Oh, just as I say that, though, the inverted pixie plex and a hook of the leg for, yes, Sarah Miller collects the win for the Hive Mind. Isabella Almas and Sarah Miller here at Trouble in Paradise. That was a little bit of a cursed match from the get-go. Ruby Rattel eliminated in 2 minutes. Fucking Alexia Diamond counted out. Awesome BS. A lot of weird things in this match. And of course, Ralph had to get his time in the sun. He had to have his moment. But Sapphire Stevenson, man, in defeat. Looking like $1,000,000. What a showing. Did not go down easy when it came down to 1-on-3. But also, we have a new friendship, I believe, blossoming between Isabella Almas and Madison Reyes. The way they were rocking with each other throughout this entire match, they were in love, I could have sworn to you. I mean, Reyes could get along with just about anyone. But even still. But despite that, the dust settles. It was still 1-on-3, and Sarah Miller for the team gets the dub. Yeah, Ralph knocked over my entire setup when he barking at me. Oh, look at this. B. Barrett comes back out to celebrate. What a match. What a win. Just unfortunate that Alice Blake couldn't be here for it all. But nonetheless, Isabella Almas, the Madison Reyes, B. Barrett, Sarah Miller. What a pose there. B. Barrett, Sarah Miller. Pick it up. A fat dubski here at Trouble in Paradise. Now it's main event time. Well, time, in fact, it is, my friends, for our main event of the evening here at Trouble in Paradise. But I was just trying to prepare my notes, and all of a sudden, Troy Colt has just appeared at the entranceway and thrown Blake Virtue. Well, now he's starting to get him down towards the ring, and this is Falls Count Anywhere. I suppose Troy Colt figured, why not just get things started, skip all of the pomp and circumstance, and get down to business. This match is underway. My friends, here, our main event at Trouble in Paradise. But now Blake Virtue, who was obviously caught slacking backstage, Troy Colt getting the jump on him, But now the Best Bout Machine fighting back, guys. These former tag team partners, best friends turned bitter rivals, are hoping to at last end the beef for good. Powerbomb onto the apron, man. These two are wasting no time. We're cutting the fat. Cut the fat. Here for our main event in Florida. Powerbomb onto the apron. Virtue, who has now, guys, in a matter of a couple months, pinned Troy Colt clean 1, 2, 3, 4 times. But that fourth time, this past episode, the Shockwave in the first round of the Rulers of the Ring tournament was the straw that broke the camel's back. Troy Colt seeing red, attacking Blake Virtue, and the two ended up brawling all around the arena before I had to eventually, with a gang of security, come and break it up and make this matchup to, like I said, hopefully bring an end to this once and for all before these two not only destroy each other, but more importantly to me, destroy all of CMV. And as this is Falls Count Anywhere, my friends, obviously anything goes. There are no disqualifications, and Blake Virtue is got a steel chair, and he's just absolutely lighting Troy Colt up with it, repeatedly bashing him. Now from the corner, waiting for Colt to get to his feet. I just still cannot believe to this day that these two are going after each other the way that they have for months on end. It looks like Virtue's trying to set up for a powerbomb here in the corner, but Colt's able to escape in time with some well-placed punches to the top of the head and a forearm smash. I mean, this is it's already a stark difference to their main event match at Ascendance 13, which was, as I've said multiple times, and I'll say again, I'll continue to say, perhaps the all-time greatest mat-based matchup in CMV history. Just a classic in every sense of the word. But this is a fight, ladies and gentlemen. Ken Harris special from the apron there by Colt. Oh, now takes apart the steel steps, gonna throw them right at the fit. And then Virtue fell onto them, and I think that cut him open. Not very surprising how these sharp edges are on those steel steps. Yeah, Virtue is definitely bleeding. And that's not going to stop Troy Colt from dropping him across the ring apron and knee across the jaw to follow up. I wish you could have seen what happened backstage. Troy Colt just burst into Virtue's locker room or just caught him in the gorilla position or what. Again, this is Falls Count Anywhere. 330 slam on the floor, and just like that, this one could be all over. No, Virtue. 2.999. Able to kick out of that one. Now Colt's got the other set of steel steps. And again, no, this time Virtue's able to get off a kick to the gut. And a big sit-out side slam as he brings Colt to his feet. Troy Colt, the fact that he cannot beat Blake Virtue is eating away at him. Again, 4 times Virtue has pinned Troy Colt over these last couple of months, including the main event of Ascendance 13. And Troy Colt definitely did take solace in the fact that he was right. Blake Virtue could not get the job done against Morgan at Battle Scars 11 with the CMV Championship on the line. Knee party now. It's Virtue who could have this one in the bag. A 5th time he's going to pin Troy Colt. No. About as close can get, but no cigar. As a frantic and bloody Virtue now hoists up Colt. A walk. These two are making proper use of the fact that this is Falls Count Anywhere. Rammed back first into the steel barricade. No collar, no tie up, no exchanging blows, nothing of that sort in this one. It has been a million miles a minute since they came out here fighting. Virtue, what is that? What does Virtue have? Is that a basketball? What Troy calls just knocked a basketball out of the hands of Blake Virtue. Well, obviously we've always called Cam Harris, Blake Virtue, and Troy Colt the Big Three, which is a basketball reference, I guess. Maybe. Oh, well. Throw caution in the wind. It doesn't always pay off. And that was the case right there. Completely whiffing that cross-body attempt. Now Virtue's got the basketball. And a kick to the gut. They're going to bounce it off of Colt's forehead. Should go for Madison Reyes' forehead. Now he does the little Harlem Globetrotter finger spin before nailing that Meteora. Things are not looking good here for Troy Coleman. I don't know what's going to happen if Blake Virtue pins him a 5th time. I don't think the ego of Troy Colt can handle it. We're going up on the top. Virtue. Hey, Virtue. With a Frankensteiner. Almost landed right on top of that steel chair. Now what? Virtue going for it. Virtue's got wood. Ladies and gentlemen, Blake Virtue's got wood here in our main event at Trouble in Paradise. He has just slid that table into the ring. Troy Colt doesn't have any idea what state he's in right now, and I'm sure that super kick there isn't going to help in any sort of way. Table to the face as Troy Colt repeatedly tries to get up again. And again, Virtue stalking him. Colt's in the corner just looking for any brief respite. It gets scooped up by Virtue, and no hot dogging about it. Soup slam through the table, shards of wood shooting out every which way as Virtue now goes to the top rope. Colt threw his feet up and no idea what's about to get dropped hot and heavy on him. The best bout machine is looking to end Troy Colt potentially once and for all. Tells him to suck it. But what? Wait a minute, what the hell is this? It's Cam Harris, the Sin City Savior, who, guys, we have not seen since Ascendance 13. He has stayed out of this beef between his two friends so long, I guess up until this point. But he is here, and Troy Colt's back to his feet. Blake Virtue was distracted by the arrival of Cam Harris, and Troy Colt is taking advantage now. Clapping the temples down into the last chancery, but Virtue's not going to go out like that. Virtue tries to fight out of it, and he does. Don't tell me that Cam Harris and Troy Colt are potentially in cahoots here. Sends him overhead. Harris just continuing to watch now from the rampway. Why, Cam? You've remained impartial. You've kept out of this up until now. From the top, Troy Colt with a superplex into the shards of table. Mr. No Days Off. Ice in his veins. Screaming in Virtue's face. 330 slam again. Not like this. Troy Colt, you gotta be kidding me. Has just pinned Blake Virtue, and now Cam Harris making his way toward the ring as Troy Colt celebrates this quote-unquote victory here in the main event of Trouble in Paradise. And Cam Harris, looks like Troy Colt's trying to usher Cam Harris into the ring, saying, come celebrate with me, brother. You chose the right side of this, giving him clear entry into the ring. This is sickening. I can't believe after everything. No, but wait a minute. Cam Harris hits the jackpot. Cam Harris hits the jackpot. Wait a minute. They weren't in cahoots. Or at least Troy Colt thought they were. But evidently that's not the case. Jackpot to Troy Colt. Oh, but that's not enough. The Sin City Savior isn't finished. Destino out of the corner. Cam Harris making it clear he was not out here for Troy Colt. And look at the fans. These fickle fans here in Florida are evidently behind. Oh, no. Now what? Wait a minute. Cam Harris is going after Virtue, too? He wasn't out here for either of them. Troy Colt or Blake Virtue. Cam Harris taking out Colt. And now sending Virtue back into the ring. Jackpot to Virtue. The jackpot to Blake Virtue too. And just like he did to Troy Colt, the Destino from out of the corner. Cam Harris says, fuck the big three. It's just Big Me, evidently. What a statement made by Cam Harris here at Trouble in Paradise.